Hello Internet, and welcome to my live reaction for Blue Exorcist chapter 107. When we last left off, Satan had become Satan, and had killed a bunch of exorcists. Yuri tried to reason with him, but he ran away. 6 months passed, Shiro adopted baby Shura. Toto is being tempted by something, presumably Lucifer, but we don't quite get full details on what happened with him last month. And right around that time, Satan comes back. Much older and in desperate need for something to end his physical pain. And he gets an elixir from not Neuhaus, the guy I thought for a long time was a younger Neuhaus, but was not Neuhaus. I don't remember his name though. The elixir guy. And then the asylum calls for Yuri because that's what Satan wants. And when Satan tells you, bring this person to me, you do it or he will kill you. And yeah, that's where we left off last month. Let's jump right on into chapter 107, SSC 2317B. So we are still on SSC 2317. Not much time has passed since last month's chapter, or not that much time will pass in this month's chapter, I should say. Anyway, I think this is the demon farm where Yuri works. What's going on? We can't control the demons. They're trying to leave the farm. Where is Yuri Agen? Asylum summoned her. And I can't quite tell what that... There's a question mark exclamation point there. Can't quite tell if that's like shock at Yuri being summoned by Asylum, or what's going on there. Or I don't think it's shock at the demons' actions, because they already see that happening. Whatever. Anyway. What's going on? I don't know exactly, but I heard an unidentified high-level demon breach the Academy's barrier. Huh? So why do they need Agen? And Yuri's in a state of shock, looking up at the sky. I think she definitely senses Satan's back. Yuri? Meanwhile, all these demons are, like, flying into True Cross Town. I can't quite tell. I think they're bouncing off the barrier? The way the Shonen Jump app works is like I can't get both. I can't get one page by itself, so I have to do the tiny thing that's been such a pain in the ass with Imgur. But whatever, it's slightly better than Imgur, so I'm using it. Anyway, Satan is feeling slightly better. Very good. I'm impressed. The elixirs are having an effect. So yeah, he's already gotten the elixirs. And the scientist speaks up. I must say, you'll develop resistance with repeated use, and they'll stop working. Oh, like with him? Huh? The one deep within Section 13. He's the master of this place, right? Heh. While I was asleep, he surrounded himself with lackeys. It's time I went to say hi, and you humans will come with me. Is he talking about Lucifer, I'm assuming? Yeah, so Satan comes in to, I'm assuming is Lucifer's room. Hello. I've been aware of your existence this whole time. Your power is second only to mine. So who are you? And yeah, Satan's come in with like an army of demons behind him. And Lucifer, who's basically a skeleton at this point. I am foremost of the Baal. I am Lucifer, the King of Light, and I bow before you. I am at your service, my Lord and Father, Satan. But as you can see, I am unable to move and of little use. But please, take these others as your attendants. They are siblings, and will gladly serve their father. Is that the other Baal members? Okay, I don't think we've seen them before. Excellent. That really cracks me up. I like you, Lucifer. Now listen, this research facility is now my castle. I am king, and you are subjects of my realm. So just like that, Satan's taken over the True Cross. Okay. Subjects. All the scientists are in the room, apparently. What's he up to? What do you want from us? Continue your research. For me and for Lucifer. We can continue? Oh. My rules are simple. If you obey me, I will protect you. But if you resist, I'll kill you all. Most of the children and staff at Asylum fled, but Section 13 is too deep. so those still remain trapped. Oh no, I thought this was Satan talking at the bottom of page 10. It's not. It's some True Cross guy talking. The workers and test subject are Satan's hostages. He's demanding food, living necessities, and research materials. Is he preparing for a siege? We're getting inquiries about the barrier breach from all over the country and around the world. We can't hide this any longer. And one of the Grigori is like speaking on the old iPad. Conceal the situation within Section 13 and make a statement regarding the rest. The Siege of Asylum Operation Base. So this is within the asylum? Or no, this is without of asylum. This is the True Cross trying to lay siege to asylum, not asylum holding up against the siege. Okay. Some True Cross guys are all kind of gossiping around. Satan actually exists? Sir Fellas confirmed it himself. I still can't believe it. They take a look at some, like, exorcist walking by. Hey, look! There's Lucy Yang, the China branch. And Osceola Red Arm, the Mexico branch, is here. Is that Shiro Fujimoto? He doesn't look so tough. And that's the Paladin, whose name I cannot remember. I know it's the guy before Shiro. No Archknights are here, but the Paladin has come. The Order is mobilizing his heavy hitters. We see, like, helicopters above the base. As Mephisto, like, jumps down into the center of the base. Oh, no, he's jumping down the center of Asylum, where Satan is. And he has the direct confrontation with Satan. So you're their messenger, huh? Heh. They sent a real weirdo. You're a demon, but you side with the humans. And everyone is like, oh, so the way it's set up is that the humans are all at the top of the pit. And Satan's at the bottom of the pit. So the humans are all looking down on the pit at Satan. Is that Satan? Seriously. But anyway, meanwhile with Satan and Mephisto, you seem powerful. Want to join me? I appreciate the invitation, but I'm dedicated to the contrary, so I must decline. No matter. But what about the supplies? I don't see any. We will exchange supplies for the children you're holding hostage. I'm sure you understand. And just like that, the helicopter that Mephisto jumped in on blows up. I'm assuming Satan did that, because Mephisto looks very shocked. Exchange? Don't make me laugh. You forget your place, fool. In a month, we'll run out of sorry, words, it's late at night. In a month, we'll run out of the supplies in storage here. Bring more before then. Otherwise, I'll waste everyone here in an instant. I'll slaughter them all. Every last one. And Satan looks at his arm and he sees that, like, this part of the arm is, like, decaying. Bring me an elixir. Meanwhile, with the humans, we must prioritize the hostage's safety and provide supplies until we have a sure method of exorcising Satan. But we can't learn that without fighting him. We mustn't give in to demons. Besides, Satan's vessel will not last long. So the humans are divided on what to do. The Grigori seems to want to give in to Satan's demands. But the Paladin is not about that life, and it's all about letting Satan die. During the next month, we'll stall and wait for Satan's body to decay. And we see all of the high-ranking exorcists fighting, I'm assuming, the demons Satan brought with him when he started the occupation. Anyway. We have some more shots of the Paladin fighting. It's been a month, and we still haven't found a way to recapture Asylum. The number of dead is mounting. So meanwhile, Lucy Yang and Osceola are talking. Osceola, isn't something odd about this fight? We can't locate the demon's base. Where are they coming from? And then we see Yuri, like, marching through the bodies. Tomorrow we're going to accept the conditions for the hostage's sake. But Satan hasn't shown himself. I never heard about 3 Baals showing up. How's this gonna end? And Yuri, like, barges into the command tent. Please, let me go to Satan. I can persuade him to stop. Are you still going on about that? So it seems like Yuri has been going on about this for a while. We allow your presence here because you know more about Satan than anyone. Should he come forth, you may contribute your knowledge. People are dying. I can't just wait around. Satan asked for me, didn't he? Yes, but only immediately after taking Asylum. Since then, he hasn't asked even once. Let me make this clear. The current situation serves our interests best. The reinforcements from overseas know nothing, even as they engage in the bitter struggle for asylum. Meanwhile, we are secretly delivering supplies to Section 13. Huh? Satan wants the elixir, so he's basically keeping Section 13 secure for us. Oh, this bastard. However, his health is failing. We don't know how long he'll last, but he may simply rot away. He's fighting on death's door. Oh boy. So they have this whole fake fight because they don't want to admit they're giving in to the demons. And exorcists are like dying left and right because they're not willing to admit, oh fuck. All this just to preserve Section 13? Yes, of course. That's what we in the Special Corps do. Then later that night, I think, Yuri, we see Yuri like lighting a lantern, but she's stopped by Shiro. You're going in anyway, eh? Shiro, how are you going to sneak into Section 13? Didn't you return your key? But Yuri holds up her key anyway. The one I returned was a fake. I kept the real one, and they didn't notice. Well, we go way back, so I won't say anything. Teehee, I'm such a bad girl, huh? He's not gonna come. Shiro, come on. Shiro, fucking go in there. Anyway, I have to go. And she turns back to Shiro. You here to see me off? No, just passing by. Can you at least be honest with me here at the end? See ya. She takes a step forward into the door, but Shiro, like, grabs her arm. She turns back in shock. And Shiro also seems shocked at what he's just done. Actually, and they hear crying. I think that's, I don't know who's crying there. Wah! Father Fujimoto, a vampire! Is that, I'm assuming that's Shura, maybe? I don't know. But Shiro goes to go handle that. Or maybe it's some, like, random exorcist actually fighting a vampire and not Shura being weird. Anyway, Yuri, turns back to look at Shiro one final time. Take care, okay? And closes the door behind her. And Shiro, like, looks down at his hand and, like, clenches it into a fist. Father Fujimoto? And Yuri, like, looks at, or Yuri, like, stops at the door and, like, rests on it. Goodbye, Shiro. And she notices a flame to her right. And she goes, like, walking down the hallway, and she finds Satan's, I guess you can call it a throne room? With a couple demons as, like, guards. It's just covered in rubble. The ceiling is caved in. It's not a pretty sight. Yuri? Long time no see, Satan. Come on, spit out your demands. Please, stop fighting against humans, and release the people from Section 13. Let's run away together. This time I won't leave you. And Yuri starts yelling. Ha! Do you really think you're so precious? How conceited! Yeah! But you asked for me. And Satan just, like, glares at her. Let me be with you. But surely you don't want to be with me. I understand everything. You're just a foolish human who can't comprehend me. And it galls you that something beyond your understanding would reject you, because you're a fool. No, I'm worried. I heard your body won't last much longer. You must be terrified. You're all alone. So I'm here. And he just screams. Silence! And we see, like, bursts of flame erupt on both sides of Yuri. Don't treat me like a child. I am a god. I am perfect. Why don't you get that? And he's just starts breaking down, coughing. But he recovers. With this point, like, blood dripping through his beard. He's, like, coughing up blood. I'm perfect. So why do I have to suffer like this? You've become really troublesome. So begone. Kill her. And she sends the demons in to, like, kill Yuri. Wahaha. This'll be fun to watch. The panelists are really small. I can't quite tell what they say. Where was I? Sorry. I don't know what's going on. Here we go. I tried to zoom in and the reader did something weird. So, anyway. Wahaha. This'll be fun to watch. And the demons are all, like, kind of, like, drooling and, like, salivating at the idea of, like, eating Yuri. And Yuri gulps. Come forth, O light! We see some like light shining from her foot. Ha ha ha. I wonder how long she'll last. And one of the demons like sticks out its tongue at her and like tries to slash her. And Satan's eye, or it does slash her, and Satan's eyes go wide. Come forth! And some dog demon like lunges at Yuri, and Yuri screams as the dog demon like bites into her. Yeah! And the demon's like blasted away by something. And it's like lands on the ground. And Yuri and Satan. It's Satan who's moving now. He reaches out for Yuri. No, and he grabs Yuri in a hug. Actually, I want you by my side. You belong with me. And they continue the hug. Okay. To be continued. Next chapter hits February 3rd. And that's the end for 107. Okay. A lot happened in this chapter. There's now a siege of the asylum. And so much to just parse through. I don't even know where to begin. For one thing, we have Satan's still dying. He probably, I imagine, honestly, with the way this chapter ended, with them running away together, is what it seems to be what's going to happen next. Next month might be the end of SSC. I could see it being next month or maybe March. I don't think it'll reach the April chapter. I think 108, 109 will be the absolute latest this mini arc will go. Though at this point it's much more a full arc than just a mini arc. But like the way things are going, they're almost together. They're almost ready to have I imagine what's going to happen next. They're going to run away together. Yuri will be hunted by the True Cross. At some point, they're going to have their twins. The Blue Knight will happen. Somehow, the birth of the twins will cause the Blue Knight. I'm not quite sure how that's going to happen yet. And then Yuri will die, and we'll know everything we need to know, and we'll head back to the present. And finally, we can get back to the rest of the cast, because while this chapter is good, it does have the problem that all of SSC has had, and that it's just completely gotten rid of every other character. Blue Exorcist has a great supporting cast, and they're just not around in SSC. So, we get Mephisto, we get Rin, but everything else with the Kyoto group, with the Illuminati, with Yukio and Shima, all of that is gone for the past several months, and I really want to see them back again. It's not quite the level that Black Butler's infamous 2017 spanning flashback was, but it's getting there, and that's a kind of a worrying thing. The content, there's enough content, and it's a good enough content that it kind of like makes up for what is it not makes up for, but it's better than what Butler did. But if it goes on much longer, I could see it becoming that. But I don't think this arc has much more than a chapter or two left. I definitely think this scene, I'm just like flipping through the pages, finding things to talk about. This scene with Shiro and Yuri, I imagine is the last time they're ever going to see each other. With the end of this chapter, as she agrees to go with Satan, she's pretty much firmly aligned herself with Satan. And at that point, Shiro, who is an exorcist, is not going to just like take that lying down. Or Shiro, I think he'll have mercy on her, of course, and that's why he's going to adopt the Okumura twins. But he's going to be sent to kill Yuri, which I think is how it happened in the anime too, if I recall correctly. It's been a long time since I've seen season 1, so I don't quite remember how all that happened. And then we have some more of the darkness of the True Cross. When we find out that the True Cross guy is artificially extending the siege in an attempt to like let the research continue on as planned, and then just let Satan like die naturally. Yeah. So a lot of what Yukio is going through, Yukio's whole like doubts about the True Cross, is really exemplified by Mr. Scarman here. And yeah, beyond that, we see how Satan became the demon's father. Um, what we already kind of figured is that, uh, that Satan he didn't actually beget them. Given that, as we see in SSC, they predate Satan. Um, but now we see the first time Lucifer calls Satan his father, on page 6. And we have 3 more Baals who I don't think we've ever seen before. But yeah, I think that's really all I have to say for this month's chapter. We're definitely moving into the end game. I can't wait to see this arc, and not because it's a bad arc, but just because I want to see how the flashback ends. We get back to the main story and let everything go the way it has been going. And we'll get to see all of our old friends again who have been missing for the past 8 chapters now. This arc started on chapter 100, and we've not seen most of the cast at all in any form or fashion since then. Shiemi was taken by the Grigori Council, not heard hide nor hair of her in the time since then. Yukio's with the Illuminati now, and Konokomaru's going to fix the Koma Sword, and I forget what Bon is doing. There's a lot going on. We've just kind of left with SSC. So yeah, but I don't really have a whole lot to say. Again, I wish we were back with the main cast. Just because I feel like they're, honestly, as much as I love Yuri, Shiro, and Satan, the main cast is just better than them. They're more well written. I guess what happens when you have 8 years or so to write a character. But yeah, I just miss them. I feel like they're better written than this current trio. Not this current trio is badly written, just that they're not as good as the main cast. So I want to get back to them. So yeah, I'm going to leave this video off here. Hope you all enjoyed the chapter and the video. If you did, feel free to drop me a like or subscribe, or fill out that straw poll down below. I keep forgetting to mention that at the start of my videos. Ever since the new year came, I've been forgetting that. There are still 11 days until that poll closes, so fill that out before you do, and do whatever the fuck you want. I don't really care. And as always, people, keep kicking ass, and I'll see you in the future. Bye!